Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with our weekly advice readings for the week beginning April 15th, 2019. And this is going to be for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. And you can also watch this if you're dealing with an Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. It may also apply if that's your Venus. But as always, keep in mind these are general readings, okay? So let's see what's going on and what's coming up for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Swords. So with the Nine of Swords, I feel, and I almost had Nine of Pentacles. So I feel for some of you, there's some nervousness and some agitation over your financial situation. You may be thinking of going into business for yourself and you're concerned about the finances, or you are working for yourself and maybe it's a slow month. And so you're concerned about your stability. For those of you, I feel like you're preparing to make a big move, whether that's physically move or take a big step in one direction or another. And this is like second thoughts, your anxiety getting the best of you. And for others, you're dealing with some sort of ending that's outside of your control, and that is what is giving you some stress and anxiety because you're not sure what's happening, why, and what are you supposed to do about it. In the current situation, let's flip these over. So in the current situation, we have the King of Cups. So for some of you, the King of Cups can be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, someone a rising sign. For some of you, this is someone you're in business with, or this is someone you're speaking with in terms of job, career, finding a job, and so on and so forth. Someone who can put you in touch with other people who can get you what you want, okay? It could be a broker, it could be some sort of intermediary like that. And maybe you're concerned that this person is not working in your best interest, or maybe you're just having to put your faith in them, and you just have to go on faith until you wait to hear from them, okay? This could be an emotional life and love life as well, where maybe you're hoping to hear from this person, or there's anxiety or separation or distance or emotional detachment, and that's what is causing your anxiety. Let's keep going. So the challenge, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is the big change. And again, for some of you, it is out of your control. The Wheel of Fortune, it's fate. This is karma. Things are happening the way they are meant to. And it's always for our highest good, even though it rarely feels like that in the moment. So that's why you kind of have to go on faith and hope for the best, because there's really not a lot that you can do to get control over the situation. You can control how you react to it, but it is what it is, okay? You can't stop it. But the Wheel of Fortune is positive turn of events, okay? This can be, again, around a move. It can be a career change. It can be going into business for yourself, or maybe going back to work, or maybe graduation, or going back to work after you've been away for studies, or you've had children, or whatever the case may be. It is a big step. It involves the end of one cycle and the beginning of another, and it feels a little bit intimidating. But the more you think about it, because that's the Nine of Swords, the more you think about it, you build it up in your head more and more and more and more, and then it starts to put pressure on you, and you start to get anxious and you start to get stressed. So the King of Cups is also in your current situation advising you to get control over your own emotions that you can do, and just work on prayer, meditation, whatever you can to keep yourself calm, to keep yourself grounded, level thinking, and truly hope for the best, because with the Wheel of Fortune, this is positive turns of events, And the foundation for why things are this way, we have the Page of Wands. So with the Page of Wands, again, for some of you, this is waiting on news, waiting on information. Or this is something that you've already received and you're trying to deal with it, you're trying to process it, because it's like you received the news, but the change has already started. It's more like they let you know, you were notified this is happening. You didn't really get a say. For others of you, it is about your decision that you have to make and communicate, and maybe you're hoping that you're doing the right thing, and you're hoping you're making the right decision with this energy. It's also about news you have extended, or that was extended to you, maybe from this King of Cups or other people. And maybe the Wheel of Fortune can also talk about going back into something, so starting over something. Maybe there was an offer to start over with someone where it didn't end well in the past, okay? And there may be an opportunity or a conversation around trying again, especially with love relationships. In the past, we do have the Five of Swords. So again, in the past, there was bitterness, there was hurtful words thrown from one side to the other, and vice versa. You may have been dealing with someone who, I hear, brought out the worst in you, or you brought out the worst in them, or at least that's what they said. There were control issues there, dealing with someone who always wants to have the last say. Maybe this was both of you, and so that's why you always clashed. But this is arguments, conflict, strife, unsettled energy. And this could also be something that was going on in your previous environment, whether this is with a family dynamic or within a job situation with coworkers and people, maybe people you thought were your friends and it turns out that really they weren't, okay? And this could be, someone who, I feel like this is someone who betrayed you by taking something that was yours and passing it off as theirs. However that makes sense, okay? Maybe now they're trying to come back and be like, oh, humble and ask for your forgiveness, and you're thinking, what are they after? They've got an agenda, they have to. So for some, that's something that might be going on. And the crowning thoughts, we have the Ace of Wands. So a new beginning is what you're thinking of. That's what you have to decide on. And that is what gives you anxiety. Because I feel that for some, it is about, do I repeat the past? If I go back to the past, will it be the same thing over and over again? And for others, it's about, this is a big move. This is massive. But you see, you have the Ace of Wands, you have the Page of Wands. Yes, the Wheel of Fortune as a major arcana tells you that the potential and the energy is taking you someplace different, or trying to take you someplace different, trying to take you in a better direction for yourself. But it's still, you still get to decide how you feel about this and how you want to go about this. If you want to, put a plan together, put a strategy together, if you want to let this energy inspire you and motivate you and push you forward, or if you allow the energy to drain you because you're not sure what's happening and because it's not within your control, you're stressed about it, okay? So there's a balance that needs to be found there. The Ace of Wands here can also be about pregnancy, maybe on the mind, or you are pregnant, you're thinking about the changes that you're going to make, or you're anxious over the fact that, will I be able to do this? Maybe you're on your own and that's the concern, will I be able to do this on my own? For some, there's talks of getting back together and you're thinking of the children. Would this be best for the children? Not necessarily how I feel as important here, but would it be best for the children and for the family as a whole? Again, this is new job, new career, new home, giving birth to something new in your life. And it is divine blessing. All the aces are divine gifts that is being offered to you, and it will be what you make it, okay? So take that as you will. In the outcome, we do have the Moon. So with the Moon card, there's a gestation period, something that you're starting. For some of you, I feel like this is saying, you know what, I'm not going to make this decision this week. And for some of you, that's what this is. I need more time to think about it. For others of you, this is saying the more you think about it and go over and over and over the situation again and again in your head, the more confusing it will get, okay? So trust your instincts. You know what to do here. You already know the answer is what I want to say, okay? So trust your instincts and just make your decision. But for others, I do feel like you are taking more time to decide. For others of you, this is, there may be a delay. I almost want to say missed opportunity, okay? Because of fear, because of anxiety. So just be careful there. If your intuition is telling you to jump on something, if it feels right down to the bottom of your heart, then at least look at it, at least entertain it. You don't have to jump in head first, but at least think about, what would I do with this? Could I do something with this? Where would I take it? What would it mean for me? At least, entertain the possibilities of what could be, and that will also keep your mind busy and away from the stress and the anxiety of overthinking things that you can't change anyway, But for those of you, you are beginning something new during this time. It will take some time to come together. Let's pull another clarifier here, or a clarifier, I mean. With the Six of Cups, yeah, for those of you, you are going to give something a second chance. The moon is also about cycles. You are going to give something or someone a second chance. With this energy, again, we have water sign energy, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. That could be their sun, their moon, or their rising. But I feel that you will give something a second chance, and you will be observing, okay? You'll be observing this person or the situation, whether it's romantic or with a friend or something where you clashed with someone. You will be observing them, like, you know, look at them like a hawk is what I want to say, okay? You're on them like a hawk, so paying very, very close attention to what they say, what they do, even, you know, their face, their expression, their tone. I feel like you're really, really going to pay very, very close attention to see if this person has changed or not, if they mean what they say or not, okay? For fear of not having the past repeat itself, okay? Which is good. It's a good attitude to go into it. If you feel you need to give something a second chance and that's what your heart and your intuition is telling you, by all means do so. It's okay to follow your heart, just take your brains with you, okay, is what I want to say here. So this is a good attitude of, I really feel like I want to give this a second chance, but I want to protect myself this time. I want to be sure that this is worth it before I pull all my resources into it, before I pour my heart into it, okay? But this can be reconciliations, absolutely. For those of you, this can be moving, this can be children happening, okay? So pregnancies happening, we're giving birth during this time. For those of you, this can be moving maybe to a family home, moving closer to family, or having someone from your family or friends visit you or stay with you temporarily. That could also be the case. Maybe this whole massive situation, massive change is happening for someone else, someone close to you, and you're really by their side throughout this whole process, okay? So that can also be the case. Either way, that's your reading for the week. Very interesting reading, so do let me know how these cards are talking to you, how the messages are applying, if they are. Remember to watch your sun, your moon, your rising, any other sign you want to watch. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.